Good morning dear friends. Welcome back in my video lecture. I am Professor Harsha Gangavani from GS College of Commerce Wardha from BCCA department. And as you know, I am going to teach you the subject name, that is VB.NET for BCCA Part 3 Sem 5. So in my previous lecture I just covered the topic like array. In array I just covered the some methods which is used for manipulating the array elements. Then the next topic, it is nothing but the array collection and array list, and the other one is dynamic or advanced array. So basically advanced array we already covered, like dynamic array we just covered the redeem keyword which is used for redimension the array. Then we covered the preserve statement for saving the previous element in that particular array, and how we can create the array size in dynamically, that means the runtime. So basically those this particular topic is covered by me in my previous lecture. So from second unit part 1, the only one topic is remaining, and that is nothing but the collection and array list. So what is the collection? Collection, it is nothing but the namespace which having the lots of classes in between them. Why there is need of collections, or why there is need of array list? So the basic difference between the array and array list is nothing but the array, it is a collection of similar type of element which having the fixed size, and those particular fixed size we can change by creating the dynamically array. Okay, but if user required some particular elements with different object, or we can say the different types of element, then we have to store those element at runtime. So basically the fulfill that particular requirement, there is one concept, that is nothing but the array list, or we can say the collection. So collection, it is a package which having the similar type of classes in which we can create such type of array as per the requirement of the user. So the collection having the classes like array list, bit array, hash table, queue, sorted list and stack. Those are the collection of classes in the namespace of collection, okay, which is provided by the framework class library, okay, of VB.NET. So basically what is the array list? So we are using the array list like a vector in Java. So different element we can store in a particular one name, that is nothing but the array list. For that we have to create the object of that array list, which is having the namespace like system.collection .array list. So by using those particular collection class, we create the array list variable, or we can say the object, and after that we can add the element when in particular that array list. When we add some element in that array list, the size of that particular array list will be increased. So it is nothing but the implements an array whose size increase automatically as elements are added. That means we can add much more element in that array list as per our requirement. So it is a basic needs, and that's why we are using the array list from the collection. Okay. Then next one is bit array. Bit array, that means the booleans. Okay. So manage an array of booleans that are sorted as bit value. Bit value means 0 and 1. So basically according to bits value, it is store the values like a sorted order with its bit. Okay. So that means we are storing our value in bit format. Okay. And those bit format will be sorted. So basically the bit array, it is one of the collection, one of the class in the collection. So bit array store or manage that particular element which is stored in bit value, and it is sorted order. Okay. The next one is hash table. So you know what is meant by the hash table. Each and every hash table we use the key. Okay. So basically the element is stored or elements are stored in hash table with its key, but in sorted order. So basically we are storing the element in hash table, which is belonging the collection namespace. So those namespace collection hash table provide us the implementation or storing the values in that hash table with the help of its key. So this key having sorted order, it is an ascending or descending order. So hash of the key, that is nothing but the particular element identified by its key value. So those we are storing in the hash table and recognize or rectify, or when we require the, fetching that particular element, then we just have the key or its index. Okay. So next one is queue. As per you know the data structure, that means the storing element in the memory location, those are the mechanism for storing our element in the memory, secondary memory. So next one is queue. The basic logic or basic mechanism or basic formation of queue, it is nothing but the first in first out. That means we can store our element in the queue format, but when we want to fetch them element from the secondary memory, then it will work on this basis, first in first out. That means we are storing our element at first position, then only we can fetch the first element first side. So queue, it is nothing but queue in the petrol pump, at the petrol pump. So the first come first serve, we can say. Likewise, we can store our element in the secondary memory location. The first element can be fetched by first. So it having two pointer, first pointer for entering and second pointer for removing. But those are at the top level. Okay. So it work on the basic fact, that is nothing but first in and first out. So next one is sorted list. So sorted list means what? The ascending or descending order, but its key or index value. Okay, key or index values. That means we are storing our element in the collection form of a sorted list. So those element can be stored in the order of key or its index, but in ascending or descending order. Then last one is a stack. So stack, it is another storing purpose collection, or we can say the class which is used for storing our element, but having the concept last in first out. That means we are stack our books one by one or one over one. So we required basically some we can say, when we stuck those books one after one, then we have to remove first the book which we are stored or which we listed on last. So basically this stack work on this, the structure of stack like this. Those are the books we are stored. Then if I need this book, then we have to remove first this one, and then I referred this book. So what happened here? I just store, or I just put the first this book, so last this book, so I have to remove this book first. So basically stack work on last in first out, or we can say the last in first serve. Okay, so those are the collection and array list. That means those are the classes in the collection. Okay, collection namespace. So the example of array list: dim obj my array list as new. This is one line actually. Dim obj my array list. This is the object name. Okay, as new. New is a keyword. Then system dot system class library. Then collection, it is also namespace, and then dot array list. What is the array list? Array list is a class. Okay, here we are using the class. So by using this syntax, we are creating here the object my array list, obj my array list as a variable of array list. Okay, so basically those whatever the functions or methods are available in that array list, we can use by using this object. Okay, so after that I am creating just object like dim obj atom as a object. This is again the class, and I am creating here the variable of that particular class. Next one, dim a as integer. That means I am defining or declaring the variable a whose type is integer and the value is 1. That means I am assigning the value 1 here. Okay. So now a variable having the integer type which having the value 1. Okay. Now obj my array list, it is nothing but the object of array list, and now I am going to add this 1 into array list. Okay. How I can add? Obj my object list, that means the object name of that array list class dot add it is a method of array list, and this is the variable which having the value 1, which having the integer type. So basically by using this add method I can add the more elements. So likewise I just if I want to store or I want to add the string variable in the array list, so I have to create here dim string variable like dim s1 or s2 as a string type and equals to string value. Then it will create the string type of variable. After that I have to add like obj my array list, that means the object name of array list variable, then add, and then variable of string type which having the value hello. But before that we have to create that particular variable with hello value. Okay, so we can add the number of elements in that array list by using the object which is created by this syntax, and syntax it is nothing but dim object name as new system dot collection dot array list. By using this this syntax we can create the object of array list, and by using the add method you can we can add the number of elements in array list. Okay, the next one is insert. This object name dot insert method used for inserting the element which is already created the array list. So basically by using this add method we can add the number of elements, but by using the insert we can insert the element at appropriate index by providing the index. Likewise we can delete the element from the array list by using the delete method. So those particular operation or manipulation we can perform on the array list which is created by using the collection namespace. So this is nothing but the collection and array list. Collection providing the such type of classes, and the array list give us the mechanism to add or delete or insert the element at runtime. This is the feature which is provided by the array list, and it is differ from the array, and it is nothing but the advanced array. So by using this concept and advanced array concept we can add the elements in the array, or we can collect the number of elements which having the different type by using the array list. It is okay for today. According to or by finishing this topic I just covered the first part of your second unit. So in my next lecture I will just start the second part of your second unit. Thank you.